Welcome to Commerce classes. Continuing with the series of technical terms, we are taking up the next term, that is fund items. Although we have studied these terms partly in the previous sections, but now we are giving more focus to the fund items to analyze and understand their nature. Because in any organization, in any company, fund term is used for various accounts. For any type of you can say accumulated profits, or for any type of foreseeable liabilities or losses, when the companies accumulate cash and put them into some investment and equivalent amount is kept in the profits or reserves, so they call them funds. So funds is just a transfer of profits into a separate account against which we may have some foreseeable liability or we may not have that. So fund items can be basically of three types. The three types are, remember, pure liability, pure profit, and partly liabilities, partly profit. Again, remember, fund item by name. If you are given so and so fund, so it can either be a pure liability or a pure profit, or it can be a mix of the two. So we need to identify that. So what are pure liabilities? Now when you read the name of the fund and understand its nature, you can easily find out that whether it is a liability or it's a profit. Like Workmen's Profit Sharing Fund. So pure liabilities will include Workmen's Profit Sharing Fund, Provident Fund, Pension Fund, Superannuation Fund, Employees Profit Sharing Fund. Now by name we know that these funds are to be paid to the employees whenever they are retiring or as per the terms of the company. So there is no doubt about that. If you have a pension fund, this is useful, or this is to be used only to give pension to the employees. You cannot use it for any other purpose. It means this fund is a pure liability. Now, at the time of winding up of the company, since these are your liabilities against which we don't have any doubt, so these will be closed in realization account. And since these are payable at the time of retirement of the employees, so usually these are taken over by the company, by the purchasing company, because purchasing company is now taking over the business of liquidating company or vendor company, and they are to continue with the business. So the employees and all the business will be continued. So these funds are also taken up. So these are closed in realization. Now, second type of funds are the funds which are purely profit in nature. That is, we do not have any fixed liability, any known liability against them. Like sinking fund, debenture redemption fund, dividend equalization fund. Now, we maintain these funds because we are maintaining some investment against these funds, which will be used for the payment of liabilities or for the purchase of assets. Right? Like when you have debentures of say 10 lakh rupees and after 5 years you are to redeem them. You need funds at that time. So what do? You start putting some amount in some investment, and that much portion of profit is also kept aside in the debenture redemption fund. So at the end of 5 years you have accumulated sufficient investments which you will sell off and pay to your debenture holders. On the funds front, what will happen, that since you have already met the purpose, so the fund balance will then be transferred to general reserve. We were just keeping it aside so that these funds are not distributed during that time period to the shareholders, because you need to maintain cash for investment. Right? So these funds do not have any liability against them. These are just maintained because we want to retain profits so that we have sufficient funds for the redemption. So these are pure profits. So at the time of winding up of the company, which is the case in amalgamation, absorption or external reconstruction, these profits belong to equity shareholders. So these will be closed in equity shareholders account. So you can think of the journal entry, so and so fund account debit to equity shareholders account will be our entry. Finally, partly liabilities and partly funds. These are the funds against which we know that there can be a liability, although the amount is not certain, like employees accident compensation fund. Whenever there is an accident, the compensation of the employees is paid out of this fund, or contingency fund, or insurance fund. So if there is any liability, then this fund will be used to settle the liability. So these are partly liabilities and partly funds. So in any given problem, we will be provided with how much liability is certain against these funds. So these funds are split into two parts. Suppose we have a accident compensation fund of 1,50,000. Now the liability settled against this is, say, 30,000. So this fund is a liability to the extent of 30,000. So how will we adjust this? We will say accident compensation fund. Total fund stands cancelled now because we are closing the books of the company. However, we have accident compensation liability. So it will be transferred to liability account 30,000 and remaining will go to equity shareholders account. So partly fund, partly liability. The part which is liability as settled will go into liability account, which will be settled later on, and the remaining will go to the shareholders account. You may have a case when the liability settled is more than the amount of fund available. So in that case, you will be having a case of loss which will be debited to equity shareholders account. So if the accident compensation liability is, say, 2,30,000. So to make up this entry, we need to have a loss of 80,000 here. So we will debit it in the equity shareholders account. So in any given problem, we need to read the fund accounts very clearly to find out, are these liabilities or profits or both? And accordingly, their treatment will be done for closing of the books. Thank you.